back on the workbench. Today I want to do vlog number 2 on the update on my shop after moving. So a couple things here, just a quick tour. You saw last time everything was a giant mess. So I want to give you a quick tour here, and you can see a lot of the progress that I've made. A lot of it stems from working around the walls. I've been able to get my workbench back in order, figure out some of the walls, get them painted, get a few things organized. I've had a lot of time to think about the spatial reasoning about how I can best align things in the garage and how to work. My final piece here has been to remove this old kitchen cabinet that came with the house. So that'll be going away on Friday. In the meantime, I'm using it here for another little project here I'm planning. I've painted the walls on either side white using an exterior paint. I just feel like it just brightens up the shop quite a bit. I still got some work to do over on the electrical panel side here, adding insulation and completing the framing work over there. The awkward part over here is going to take some more time, is the actual conduit coming in does not go through the studs, so I'm going to have to frame that a little bit further and add an extra little small stud wall there to be able to make that work, and it will fit in nicely. And then I'll be able to close off that side, add the insulation, as well as also probably need to insulate the garage door. This is just a thin aluminum door, so that's not going to provide a lot of insulation here as the temperature starts dropping. So I feel pretty good about a lot of the progress I've made. With a larger garage and a different space, I've had to put a lot of time and thought into figuring out just how do I want to use my tools and what goes where. One of the big things that I love is having everything on wheels. My bandsaw is on wheels, my drill press is on wheels, my lathe is on wheels, my toolbox is on wheels, my table saw is on wheels, my dust deputy cart is on wheels, my workbench is on wheels, my small air compressor here is on wheels. I think you get the idea that I love having things on wheels. So one of the next projects that I've got is I've got a collection of benchtop tools. This is something I'm trying to plan out here, where I've got a scroll saw. You might have seen my unboxing video on that, or if you haven't seen it yet, that's coming soon. Also have my jointer, my miter saw, and my sander. And I want to be able to create a mobile workstation for all 4 of these benchtop tools that I can roll around the garage or put up against the wall. And so I'm just trying to lay this out today on this countertop here before I take this apart to get rid of it. So then I can have this, and then my plan is to also add a 5th tool, so that underneath the work surface here, I plan to have a planer, where I'll have my benchtop planer that'll pull out and then fold down, so I can have a bed extension on my planer, and I'll just use a few drawer hinges for that extension, for that to be able to pull out and be able to set up, so then I can have 5 tools rather compactly put together that I can then roll around the shop, go integrate some electrical stuff here. But just a lot of details of trying to plan for how can I deal with cords, and I'll probably end up drilling a hole for the cords to all go down and get routed together into some sort of an outlet, and then it'll plug in. There's no way that you could have all the tools on at the same time, nor really should you. I'm trying to think about dust collection and how that would go. I'm still not exactly sure on how that'll work. But then on one side here, I've got my miter saw, and I want to be able to build some extendable fences on it. This isn't quite perfect. This needs to be a wider surface here, so I can have a fence that extends out further here and on the other side, so I can lay items out on the miter saw and be able to square that up. And then the space that's between the back of the miter saw and the joiner bed here is where I want to have the sander, so I'll have to reach in a little bit to be able to do some sanding. But then on the end, then the table here on the edge of the disc sander would allow me to slide stock between this and the edge of my miter saw. You got the belt sander up right here, as well as a dust collection port here on the bottom. Not sure exactly how all the dust collection is going to come together. I suppose I could turn this around the other way, and maybe that might actually be more practical. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how that'll go. Hopefully you'll get to see a video of how all that's coming together. I'm really excited about that. I've got the wheels bought, so now it's just a matter of me trying to make space to do that. But I also want to get the back wall finished up, painted here white, just because I really like things white. It just really brings it out. The OSB has been really nice that I can put whatever I want wherever I want on it, and there's insulation behind there. So that's been great. I've got a stack of wood shelves that I pillaged out of it here. A lot of MDF, some plywood. There's a few bits of pine boards back here. Some random drywall scraps. I'm going to get rid of other stuff that the previous homeowner left behind, building materials. So lots of things going on here, not a lot of projects. You've seen a few other videos of mine that I've put out relate it to some organization and my cleaning and everything else that I've been doing with tools. And so I'm really excited to get a cart built that I can use to hold a number of my stationary tools, and then I'll be able to roll that in and out and up against the wall to get that out of the way so that I can pull this out off the wall if I need to use the joiner, the planer, the sander, the chop saw. And then that'll allow me to free up some space under my bench where I can do or store other tools. I'm still debating if I want to put my dovetail jig into that whole combination or not. Right now that's still sitting on my bench, where there's the bench grinder. I'm pretty sure my bench grinder is actually going to stay on my workbench rather than coming off of it and going onto a mobile tool cart. That's still maybe up in the air for debate, but I'm pretty sure about that. The dovetail jig is the one that, we'll see how that goes. If there's space, I'd love to be able to put that over there, or maybe I set it up so that it can be used on an ad hoc basis on the rolling cart here. Then I actually have a workbench for doing stuff on rather than just setting tools on. So pretty excited about that. Lots of stuff going on. Been busy trying to get the house put together and added a new light fixture up here on one side of the garage. Been updating that, so I had to run the wiring on that because you can't have too many lights in your garage. I probably should try to get a similar fixture on the other side, but that's not where my workbench is, so I'm not worried about that. Had the big video the other day about upgrading my snowblower chute here from 2-way to 4-way. Obviously it hasn't snowed yet where I live, so I'm looking forward to being able to put that to good use. The next big thing is leaf season, getting rid of leaves. And so whether that means bagging it here with my lawnmower, or using the old rake method and using this leaf funnel or lawn funnel that goes into the lawn bags. I can't actually find anyone that sells these anymore, but that's just been a super handy thing to have. And then getting ready for the holidays and trying to figure out everything else that's going on. So a lot of things are exciting. Some things I know are kind of slow. You want to see some more projects. Other things that are exciting. I was turning a little mallet from one of my daughter's musical toys the other day. Unfortunately, that was on pretty short notice. I needed to get done. I didn't make a video of that. I really wanted to, and I had a couple other things with replacing some trim around the house, and a few other just things that have crept up pretty quickly that I haven't had time to do. I got my dust collection pipe set up on this back wall here. I've got the corner you can see, but I need to be able to then finish painting the rest of the wall here so I can run the rest of the pipe down, so I can have my vacuum connected over here to this outlet. And so then the pipe will be over here, and then I can roll in my workbench for my mobile tool cart right around there. Sorry, I just dropped a tape measure on the floor. This workbench here is probably going to get pillaged for wood and rebuilt. I've got a few other small sources of wood around I'm going to pillage and get rid of to make room. Obviously the first sin on this is not having wheels, and I hate things without wheels. So just want to give you this quick little update, little vlog here, what's going on around. Nothing exciting here for a project, but this is just my quick status update. And want to say hello again to the camera, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.